Hello. Got a frog in my throat. Sexy. Right. I think I got myself situated here. Let's see. Just get more, a little bit more there. Just like that. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Poor laptop. It was not made for this. All right. How are y'all doing? Hope everybody's doing good. We're gonna wait for some folks to get here. We got nobody watching apparently. That's all right. I'm not offended. I'm gonna be here anyway. I'll just titter on, doing my thing. I'm gonna take me a sip while we're here. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Goog. You're here. Well, it is quite spectacular, and I must say, it's even got sequins on it. It's one of them short ones that's like you got to wear shorts or some pants under it, but I usually don't go for this kind of stuff. Like it's a little bit too flowy for me, but I was having a caftan summer this summer, and when I found this, I was like, I better get it because I'd rather not pay extra to get one brand new at Ross, which is what I had been doing for the longer ones that I bought. This one was like three bucks, I think, at Savers before it closed. And I tell you what, I have never gotten more compliments on a particular garment than this. I feel like based on the number of times I've worn it out, which is not that much because I just got it, people stop me. They're like, oh my God, where did you get that? I love it so much. And not just like old ladies, all kind of people. All kind of people, all kind of ages, all races that I could tell. Seems to be all gender representations, all of it. They all love it. And it's just some cheap old thing I got at the thrift store. But yeah, it's very Mrs. Roper, but I feel like the colors are just so bright. They're just so outrageous. If it had been a tie-dyed one or something that was a little bit more subdued, I don't think I would have gone for it. I honestly think I would have passed it on up. So it was loud. I'm loud. And we were made to be together, apparently, at least till I get tired of it and donate it. So, all right. Looks like we got Goog in the house. I don't know who else is out there, but I'm just going to start prepping, getting ready to do our usual thing. All right. Hi, PNG. Welcome. You're just in time. We're about to do our ritual. Time to do our ritual. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, before I start the ritual, oh, hey, Prince. I guess I ought to introduce the show for people who are watching it later. Hi, I'm arcieoracola. I'm the OraCola. Thank you for tuning in to the OraCola, where I will be taking your questions for the universe in the chats, and you choose an oracle and I read it, and we'll just have fun for the next hour or so. Thank you for stopping by, whether you're here live or whether you catch it on the flip side. Before we start our show, we always do a little ritual thing just to kind of clear the air and invite the good energies to come in. So if you would like to participate in this, you can do your own ritual. I don't care what you do. I can't see what you're doing. It's up to you. So first thing I like to do is burn the sacred wood. This has been sustainably harvested. And while I know this is somewhat controversial among some folks, I own it already. I'm going to use it up. And I like it. It smells nice. So we're just going to put some smoke in the air and make it nice and inviting for the universe to stop by with us this evening to answer questions and give us reassurance and make us feel like it's okay. We're on the journey. It's video game. Have fun. All right. So we got the sacred wood going. And then we do a little sound vibration with the tinkly bell. Just to brighten up the mood, brighten up the vibes. Little copper bell. Ding, 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 ding. Little tinker bell. Oh my goodness. Okay, and we got our new one here, our new little cleanser. This is our UV light. Come on, get up in there. Oh no, is it not working? Maybe I had to hold it. There it is. Okay. I forget if you got to hold it to close it off or you got to hold it to get it started. Anyway, back to the cleansing. We're cleansing all the pathogens out, bringing in the UV, the vitamin D, the everything you need to keep yourself healthy in these pandemic-y times, or so saith the man. All right, I'm going to cleanse that. Cleanse there. Don't look. It's not supposed to be good for your eyes. Avert the eyes. It's like the Ark of the Covenant. Don't look at it. Your face will melt. Okay. Okay, so it's hold it for 3 seconds to start it and then 1 click to take it off. I get it now. All right. So, don't forget, we got to do the Rich Bitch Witch Spray while we have it. You know, I was thinking about this the other day when I was reading a story about an outbreak of Legionnaires or some kind, I think it's Legionnaires, some kind of respiratory thing. And they tied it to this particular brand of room spray or linen spray that was selling, I don't know, I guess at Walmart. It was I think Better Homes and Garden brand. Anyway, it's this room spray. And the only thing that was linking these weird cases together that was spread all over the country was that they all had this particular room spray and they'd been spraying it on their pillows before they went to sleep at night. And whatever was in there was contaminated. It was causing them to get sick. And they think it's because this particular room spray not only had fragrance, it had little crystals in it. And they were thinking that the crystals had microscopic cracks that invited the bacteria to like stay in. So whatever sterile solution they made, it didn't matter because the bacteria was down in there. And then once they got in the bottle, woohoo, bacteria party. And then everybody dies. So there is the story behind that. So far, I don't feel like I've gotten ill from the spray. And I don't have no crystals in it. So I'm just going to keep spraying it. I don't spray that much, and hopefully I don't come down with the shit. Anyway, long story short, welcome to the OraCola. As y'all know, my regulars are here. I love y'all so much. We do this for a little bit of over an hour. No, about 50 minutes left on the clock, and you tell me what you want to know about your life. If you got a question, a concern, a thing to ponder that you're looking at, tell it to me in the chat, and then tell me what oracle you would like for me to answer the question with. We have a few oracles to choose from. I'm going to get this out of the way. So I got shuffling space. Every day I'm shuffling. Oh, okay. So the first thing, of course, is the old tried and true arcieoracola tarot deck. This is just the major arcana and 1 card from each of the suits. And I like this as an archetype thing. It's just going to be quick and dirty if you want to get some like visual, imaginary story in some way like that to look at your question. The old traditional. And then we have our newest oracle. This one's nice. This is the Crystal Oracle. Look how pretty that is. And if you're looking for some earth medicine, some kind of crystal vibrational energy to incorporate into your life and to help you with your question, you can choose that one. Along the same lines, we've got the beautiful essential oil deck. This one is going to show you the plant medicine you might need to answer your question and solve your problem. So if you're looking for plant medicine, that's either to smell or to take as an herb or to like eat or to drink in a tea. Not all of them will work for that, but you could use it in some way. Choose this one. All right. Now we have come to our favorite lover or hater. She is what she is, Oracle. This is the magic hate ball. Either way you spin it, she's going to be a bitch. So if you're just looking for a non-answer to your question, go with this one. She loves to tell you horrible things that don't make sense. All right. Now, coming up to the complicated oracles. Now pay attention. Pay attention. Because y'all still ain't got it perfect. And I feel like this is the main crowd. These are the folks that are always in the chat. Y'all should know by now how to do the shit. But I won't go over it again. Pay attention. So we got our second newest oracle here. This is the Ora-Steen. This will be a message from prosperity gospel pastor and superstarish in the Christian world, I guess, Joel Osteen out of Houston, where they had that horrible thing this week. So if you want to hear what Joel has to say about your thing, then choose the Ora-Steen and give me a number between 1 and 31 when you ask your question in the same chat. Okay? Save so much time. Number 131, that's your range for the Ora-Steen. Now, we also have our Sexa Oracle, our sexiest oracle. If you're looking for some pleasures of the flesh to inspire you to find your problem not as problematic as it might be, then choose the Pornacle. This is a number between 1 and 755. Choose a number between 1 and 755 when you ask your question to the Pornacle, and you will get a dirty picture to give you inspiration. I don't know what kind of inspiration. It'll be inspiring in some kind of way. Okay. Now, we have our most complicated oracle, and this one does require you to answer me back because it's a two-parter, but I feel like this one is perhaps the most necessary for these difficult times that we're living in. This is the Revelation Oracle. This is the King James Version of the Holy Bible, the only version of the Bible that counts. And this is where you pick a number between 1 and 22 to start. So when you ask your question, pick a number between 1 and 22. That represents the 22 chapters in the book of Revelation. And then whenever I go to that number and see how many verses there are, because they don't all have the same number of verses, I will give you another range. Don't go to the bathroom. Don't hit the pipe. Just stick around for a second while I get to it. And then tell me the range number. Give me a number between the range I give you. Okay? Okay. All right, y'all. Let's get this party started. Woo! Had to get that out of me. Had a little wiggle. All right, let's see how see what we got going on in the chat. Oh, y'all are chit-chatty. Prance is here. Goog. PNG. Oh, Summer. Hi, Summer. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. I think we had a question up here. Prance, how can I channel losing weight, hat of self-care, or essential oils? Okay, well, I did not mention the hat of self-care because I kind of take it out of the rotation because I got a lot of oracles anyway. But I guess it's right here, so I can do that one. Oh, no. I'll have to pick that up later. Let's see. Hat of self-care, losing weight. Meditate. If you want to lose weight, do some meditating. Lose weight, meditate. Meditate to lose weight. I think this is just trying to say that you should take time to slow down. and think about your goals. Think about what you want to do with your life. Think about what you want to achieve with your weight loss. And then just make sure you take time every day to think about it. And I think if you take time every day to think about it, you'll probably start coming up with a plan. And then you can incorporate that plan into the meditation. So you can meditate while you're working out or doing your walk or whatever you're supposed to do, and kind of like do a 1-2 punch. So I say just like carve out time in the day first, just to think, not to actually do, because that's too much at the beginning. And then once you get used to having that time carved out, start adding a little bit of activity and see where that gets you. Don't forget to think. All right. Let's see. Oh, I love that everybody's smudging. Is there a Palo Santo controversy? Well, yes. Yes. Because I've read, not necessarily been told, but so I've read that just like white sage, Palo Santo is sacred to a particular group of folks in a particular geographical location, and appropriating that practice has led to depletion of the things that they need to continue their way of life. Either so, I thought all Palo Santo was harvested from dead trees because it's got to dry out. But apparently there's some kind of exploitation going on. There's too much harvesting. It's not sustainable. I don't know. A lot of the same old litany of problems you always run into with a situation like this. So it has been recommended by people who I guess know better than me that if you are going to burn things ritually, that they should be things that are common in your culture. And they should not be things taken from other cultures, because that's not for you. So that's just what I've been told. I don't necessarily agree with it 100%. I think it's a very content dependent. I think, if you have a practice, you should go with what energetically feels good to you. And how do you know if it feels good if you don't try it out, right? So maybe you get a stick and you try it and you don't like the scent, or you try it and it just doesn't feel like it resonates with you. You don't have to keep up with the practice. I feel like there's a whole lot of rules before you even get started. And honestly, getting started is the hardest thing. So just get started in some way and figure it out. I'm sure eventually they'll come for the crystals because they're all mined in other places. So you won't be able to have a crystal that wasn't taken from the land that you actually are squatting on. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I just know that there's controversy now. Oh, good Lord. Anyway. Deadly Febreze. Yep. That's so funny. Yeah, apparently that's a thing. When people get sick, it's from the Legionnaires. It's usually some moldy old hotel air conditioning that's got a few people down, and it's all confined in one place, and they can trace where it came from. But this one was hard because I guess they sold it all over, and not every bottle was contaminated. It was just a rare thing. You got X % chance of getting hit by a car. Well, you got X % chance of getting the bottle with the bad stuff, the bottle with the bug. Oh my goodness. Let me see. The point of culture is to share. Yes, I agree. We should share. We should share with respect and with admiration, and not exploit and all that. And we should just be good people. But I don't know. It's a very difficult kind of situation these days, because who tells you you're good? I don't know. I just know that sometimes you get told you're not good, and it can be bad. Okay, let me see if there's any questions on the internet. I did not look recently, but maybe. Let's see. Let me go scrolling through the Instagrams. Let's see. Nope, don't got that one. And I don't think there was anything on the other one. The Meta, I guess it's going to be Meta. Is it Meta now? I mean, it still looks like Facebook to me. Yeah, I didn't get nothing on there. So yeah, y'all got the whole show to yourselves again. Lucky y'all. So yeah, ask away. Ask your questions. You can choose your oracle. You can get through a bunch of different ones tonight. We got time. Oh my goodness. Oh, you thought you had a question, but you found your friend is doing okay. Well, that's good. Excellent. Draw a card for yourself or for something else. Let's see. Goog. What do the cards have to say about my upcoming road trip? I'm assuming that's the tarot cards. Yeah, okay. Thanks for clarifying that before I could get on to you. Nah, it's all good. I understand. Everybody has a little ritual before, and sometimes that ritual involves intoxicants that may impair your thinking. I get it. Okay, let's see. Upcoming road trip. Well, I hope you're going somewhere good, and it's not a road trip to do something terrible. Sometimes there's that road trip. Like you got a road trip to go to somebody's wedding. Oh, God. What a horrible nightmare. Just fly me in, Jesus. Okay. Oh my God. This one just popped out. So this is the one. Don't get scared. Now, don't get scared. This doesn't mean that you're going to die on the road trip. It just means that there is going to be a transformation. You are going to have to let go of some kind of thing and embrace another. And it don't have to be a tragic thing. Maybe you just find out you don't like that band as much as you thought you did. And you don't know until you try to listen to that same fucking thing on repeat because for whatever reason, the other playlist didn't download. And that's all the music you got on your fucking phone. Maybe that's it. Could be simple. But yeah, there's your answer. Death, transformation, something transformative will happen on this road trip. And honestly, most road trips I've taken have been a bit transformative in some way. Okay. Who else? Essential oils for P&G. I'm feeling tired. What can I use to energize myself? Oh, I'm sorry you're feeling tired. Hopefully, health-wise, everything is good for you. And you can kind of figure out if it's because you've just been eating crap or you've just not been sleeping good. Sometimes if you're feeling tired, it's because you're a little bit too lazy. I've definitely had that where I've just kind of laid around for 3-4 days and oh my God, it makes you feel like terrible. And you like, ugh, I don't have energy, but you know, as soon as you got up and then did your thing that you would be okay. But yeah, hopefully it's something like that, not something health related. But let's find out. What's an oil that you can use to energize you? What is this? Melissa, lemon balm. Oh, that's good. Delivers deep healing. So you can definitely use this as, I think you can drink it. Can you drink this? Is it edible? Oh, yeah, it's edible. So there's little pills on there. I don't know if y'all can see. So you can put it on your body, you can diffuse it, and you can take it in a pill, which means you can probably drink it as a tea as well. So lemon balm is very, very healing. It looks kind of minty. I don't know. Can you see that picture? But yeah, lemon balm. See if that works. Good luck. Oh yeah, the time change is bullshit. Although I do prefer this time change to the one that's happening in the spring where you have to lose an hour. I'd rather get an hour of sleep than lose an hour. But yeah, this is just one of those things that I think the man does to keep us off kilter. and like against our circadian rhythms and like not in tune with nature and time. Because just about the time you get used to things and you start to figure out when the sun's coming up and like the shift in the seasons and then like what time that means for your routine, then they fucking rip the fucking rug out from under your ass. And then you got to relearn all that shit. So it keeps you off kilter. And so then by the time you get used to it again, it's time to redo it. And it's not the same way every time. They just go back and forth and back and forth. And yeah, it's not a good back and forth. So yeah, time changes shit for sure. Oh, hi, Jake. Thanks for stopping by. I know you were supposed to be leaving soon, if I remember correctly, so I feel honored. Thank you. I was just playing with the colors that were in my outfit, trying to bring those out in my eye makeup. Thanks for noticing. Goodness. Let's see. Ashwagandha equals testosterone boost. Oh, I don't know. I don't know that for a fact, but maybe you could look it up. Yeah, the man thinks he can control time. Fuck the man. That's what I have to say about that. I say that about the man all the time. But I really think about the time thing, the man needs to be fucked. 100%. It's just wrong. Oh, Summer's got another essential oil question. Oh, yeah, I just need a little help being energized. Okay, well, let's see if there's some plant medicine for you, Summer. I love that this deck, I just don't like the way the cards feel in my hand. They're too fucking big, and I can't shuffle and do the thing that I like to do with cards like this. So a little bit of a pain in my ass, but, oh, this one's good. Grapefruit. You know what to do with that. So you need to add some vitamin C to your diet. Jesus Christ, no wonder you're feeling droopy. So start eating some citrus. And you know what? It's coming into season. So this is a good time to get into it. And even if you don't like grapefruit, you can just take some kind of grapefruit extract. I think that exists in pill form. You can do a lot. You could do the grapefruit juice mixed with some other things if it's really not palatable for you. But yeah, grapefruit. And get the oil, get the essential oil and sniff it. It smells real good. Maybe some grapefruit scented body products. Although I do not recommend grapefruit soap because if you wash your delicate bits, just like with peppermint soap, it can be very burning. Just putting that out there because I know from experience, don't get the grapefruit soap. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I did. Well, I was not going to judge. Everybody has their own I don't look 100% when I'm walking around just in my underwear and my pajamas. I ain't got no makeup on. My gut's hanging out. I ain't got a bra on. I'm just trying to pass for not noticing. I don't want nobody to notice me. I'm just going to be like, do, nothing going on here. Just walking a dog. I don't want nobody to look. So, yeah. Ashwagandha, I heard that ashwagandha is good. But, I was at the health food store today. I didn't even think about getting none. I guess it's just not vibrating with me. It's not resonating with me. It's just, guess it's not my thing yet. I got me some NAC. That's NAC. Some kind of steroid hormone thing. I would say N-acetyl something. It's supposed to be good for your immune system. And I just figured I should get some to have in my arsenal. I was reading about it. I got myself a little arsenal in case I start feeling poorly, start feeling like I'm coming down with something. And you just kind of start taking a bunch of stuff and thinking about good thoughts and listening to them binaural beats and all that shit. And then hopefully you just like snap out of it before it starts to get real down in there. But yeah, I picked up some NAC, but maybe next time I'll get some ashwagandha. Okay. I invented a drink called the Ruby Red River, just a Lone Star tall boy with a half cup of grapefruit. That's pretty good. I think that would be good. I don't like Lone Star, but I feel like the grapefruit would actually make it palatable. Speaking of grapefruit, I'm having my usual Greyhound, which is a vodka and grapefruit juice. And I like to top it off with a little Gerolsteiner, which is my mineral water. Getting my magnesium. Getting my magnesium. Mm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, y'all are having an ashwagandha fun party over here. Nice. Okay, well, y'all, while you're chit and chatting about that, I'm just gonna throw a couple astrology things down. It's not a huge week this week in astrology. Nothing crazy's going on. Although today Mars and Mercury are conjunct in Scorpio, and that means it could be a little bit. It could be a little spicy with communication. If you had some difficulties today, if you had a little bit of trouble getting understood or had some frustration with somebody you was talking to, it could be that. But overall, it's going to be passing quickly because Mars on the 13th is moving into Sagittarius. So instead of being more of a kind of that deep, dark goth person who's got secrets, who's like at the corner of the room, like, maybe thinking things and you don't know what they are, but they can be scary. Mars and Sagittarius is more of a go-getter, just kind of like somebody who's, they're the backpacker. They're the person who's off on the trail. They're the fool in the tarot. They're just like, la, 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 we're gonna go hiking. We're gonna hike 100 miles, and then we're gonna go do this. We're gonna go do that, and so yeah, that's Mars and Sagittarius as opposed. So out of the goth phase into the backpacking phase. So that's kind of the two major things happening this week. Next week is going to be a lot more intense because there's the eclipse that's happening. So yeah, this week, enjoy it. Try to always hold the higher vibration, like I've always said. And you should come out okay. Now, who has a question? Oh, my magnesium dance. That was improvisational. You will never see another one just like that. Although, because you're on YouTube, you'll be able to go back and watch it as many times as you like. And hell, if you want to put that shit on TikTok, I give you permission. I don't care. I don't do TikTok yet. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, it seems like too much for me, although I know that's why everybody's on it. I'm just like, just don't want to. But if you want to put it on TikTok, sure, why not? As long as I get the credit. Okay, let's see here. Didn't miss any questions, did I? Nope. There was just the ashwagandha combo. Okay. Oh, you know what I haven't done yet? I haven't had any tea. Oh, yeah, let's get some tea. Maybe you can put some ashwagandha in your tea. Okay. Let's see what the universe wants me to do. Oh, I should do that on the screen so y'all know I ain't cheating. Okay, there we go. Please let it be something that's not controversial. Okay. Oh, good. This one's nice. I like this one. So street art. Street art. So I don't know if you have noticed, but there is a lot of interesting art that's out there on the backs of street signs and on utility boxes and on abandoned buildings and in weird alleys. And a lot of it is not like spray paint. It's actual, paste up, I guess is what it is. It's like a paste and that's got a piece of art on it, and of course the logo of the artist. And anyway, it's a form of expression that's been around forever, and I just never paid a whole lot of attention to it here in Austin because when I went to New York City a couple times, it was just so blatant there. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And then here it's a little bit more selective where it's at. Like there's only a few places where there's a ton of it all at one spot. and everywhere else is just kind of scattered. So I started trying to pay attention to it. I don't know. I got sucked into a YouTube hole on street art and how to do it. Like, since it's illegal in most places, you have to do it surreptitiously. And, how do you make your own paste versus using commercial stuff? And then, techniques for doing it. And here's the thing, it's a worldwide phenomenon. It's something that happens all over the world. Anybody can get into it. You don't, there's no rhyme or reason besides it just gets done. And I love it. It's very folk arty. It's very much of the people. Of course, I'm sure it's been exploited by corporate interests already. I'm sure they've done it, but still to this day, there's always interesting new art. And, there's the paste ups, there's the graffiti, there's people who do like paint murals, although that tends to be a little bit more coordinated. Usually the building owner wants it, but a lot of times graffiti artists will do those kind of things. And then the other thing that's fun are stickers. People have stickers. There's a whole bunch of people who do stickers, and they print out their own, or they put them on the post office labels because they can get those for free. And yeah, it's just this whole world of art that I feel like is really interesting that I've never been into before, but suddenly I'm trying to pay attention. So next time you're out, take a look on the pole and see what's there. It could be something fun. Yeah. Street art. That one's been in there a while. I feel like I was into that rabbit hole back in September, and it just now popped up out of the tea. So goes to show you, I don't floss it out unless it's a current event that's not worth talking about no more. If it's just a regular thing, I'll leave it in the teapot. I'll get to it eventually. Yeah, street art is cool. I've seen some very thought-provoking things that just were something that someone put up on a weird plank or on a building that has seen better days. Yeah. It's a good use of, I guess it's a good use of creativity. I would rather see somebody be creative doing that than creative jacking cars, Oh yeah, the knitting. So where people knit, like they knit around poles. I feel like it's okay. That's interesting. I don't know what's interesting about it besides that it's a textile and it's colorful and it's not supposed to be there. But yeah, I've seen that. I wouldn't necessarily want to do the knitting stuff just because I don't know how to knit. But yeah, it's all art's valid. I think all art's valid. So if you want to do that kind of art, please do your art. Do it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Some of those can be really grand and large, but like I said, anytime you're getting into some like huge thing that takes hours and hours and hours to put up, probably it's a commission piece, because if it was just a rando piece, that would be really difficult to do. It'd be hard to pull off. Let's see. Oh my goodness. We got a question from Jake. Will ATX Free Art Friday ever truly be resurrected, or will it remain captured by profiteering bastards? Revelation 3:6. I'm sorry it was co-opted. That sounds unfun. I hate it when the man gets into your shit. He always ruins it. The man ruins everything. Everything. This is 100% true always. It will never, ever be untrue. The man ruins everything. All right. Revelation chapter 3, verse 6. Now, this is Jesus said this, so it's important. Pay attention. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. So basically, you got to listen to Jesus. So if you want to resurrect that beautiful thing, you need to follow what Jesus would do in that situation. And it could be the time when he got pissed off and started kicking ass in front of the temple. You might need to overturn some merch tables. I'm not encouraging it. I'm just saying you might need to do that. Or you might need to be the Jesus that says turn the other cheek and just walk away from it and just say, okay, it's gone. And then start your own thing. Yeah. Start your own healing business. Start your own arty thing. Just, yeah. Don't forget, the man ruins everything. Oh, yeah. It was so fab. Yeah. 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 That's what here's the thing. There's always ebb and flow to what's cool and what's not. And I've definitely been a part of that, cooking good. But it's okay. You know, it had its day, it had its time, and people were into it for whatever reason. And then it went away for whatever reason, either because it ended just naturally or it was taken over by people who didn't actually understand what it was about. The people who didn't understand the vibe or the energy of the thing. And that's okay. You know, that is how it works. It's always like waves hitting on the shore, crashing and changing the shoreline. So in that case, it's okay to make peace with it. You know, you got what you needed out of it. The universe is trying to direct you in another place. That's always a signal. When it's not fun anymore the way it was fun for you in the past, it's time to hit the road and find something else. 100%. Yeah, you know, but that means you just can go out and find artists in a different way. Or maybe the universe says you don't need to buy no more art. You need to start making it. Who else has a question? We got another 18 minutes here left in the show, which means I can get to a few of y'all if you get on that chat and you type in your question and your oracle. Don't forget, we got lots of good oracles. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, the universe was dropping some knowledge there. Oh my gosh. So, oh, we got an Ora-Steen. Hey, now I'm going to put this out here. I don't think I'm going to keep the Ora-Steen around all the time. I feel like the Ora-Steen is going to have a limited run on the OraCola. It also works as a Bluetooth speaker, which I have been employing, but it's not the best Bluetooth speaker. And I feel like if I'm going to have this thing with the Joel Osteen in my house, it should not be this particular thing because you have to charge it, and I hate giving juice to that man. So I think after a few weeks, because it's a very short number of things we can get from the Ora-Steen, it's like only between 1 and 31. After we've had a chance to play with it, I might pass it along to somebody else. Basically regift it for Christmas. But yeah, just if you want the Ora-Steen, now is the time to get in on that Ora-Steen party. So let's see. On that note, number 9, we need for Goog, Ora-Steen for the weekend. Let's go to number 9.
I declare God's will for your life.
Stop it. Okay, here we go.
I declare you are grateful for who God is in your life and for what he's done. You will not take for granted the people, the opportunities, and the favor he has blessed you with. You will look at what's right and not what's wrong. You will thank him for what you have and not complain about what you don't have. You will see each day as a gift from God. Your heart will overflow with praise and gratitude for all of his goodness.
Yep. Yep, that's the weekend ahead of you. You have a weekend full of gratitude in front of you. You need to start praying and being thankful and just like getting up in the morning and being like, woo, I'm so lucky. I don't care about them problems. I'm happy for what I got. And then, yeah, that's your weekend. So enjoy it. Ooh, it looks like we have another question for the Ora-Steen. What does Joel O say about our show on Friday? Is it going well? November 26th. I feel like it's going to be good. For those of y'all who don't know, who may be watching later and are confused, Summer and I are doing a show this Friday. We do a monthly show called Poo Poo Platter, which is a drag review that we've been involved in with 9 years. This is our 9th anniversary. And so we're doing a show, and the theme is Paris Hilton versus Lindsay Lohan. So half the artists are going to be doing Paris Hilton songs, and the other half is going to be doing Lindsay Lohan songs. So it's very much a throwback to the 2000s. And Summer and I are not 100% on board with this theme, but we are good sports, and we're going to do our best. So we're going to see what the Ora-Steen has to say about it. By the way, if you're watching this later and it's not already November 12th, 2021, if it's still not then you can always show up at the show, which is going to be at Elysium Nightclub in Austin, Texas. Doors at 10, show at 11:30ish, and it'll be a good time. So please check our social medias for info. Mine is arcieocola, ARCIECOLA, on Instagram and on Facebook. Okay, back to the Ora-Steen. Number 26. Okay. I feel like we did 26 before, but let's see.
I declare that you choose faith over fear. You will meditate on what is positive and what is good about your situation. You will not use your energy to worry, but to believe. Fear has no part in your life. You will not dwell on the negative, discouraging thoughts. I declare your mind is set on what God says about you. His plans for you are for success, for victory, and for abundance.
Yeah. Yeah. Take that. You know, we are going to have to just be grateful that we are here for 9 years doing our show, that we have this platform that we've had to express ourselves and to interact with people that we might not even know, but we have changed their lives in some kind of way. And yeah, we're just lucky to be doing it. And I think it's going to go well. So don't get depressed. Just be grateful you got a show to go to. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. So y'all should show up. If you're in town, show up. Yeah, thank you, PNG. Thank you. Oh my goodness, I think I need a drink. I'll drink to that. I'm on Team Paris. I feel like Paris has definitely done better overall in her life than Lindsay Lohan. I don't feel like Paris is necessarily relying on income from whoring herself out with weirdos and billionaires and other people. I think that's how Lindsay's making money these days. I don't want to say for sure. I don't think there's anything wrong with sex work. It just seems like she went down a different path. Whereas Paris is, she's always got her fingers in some little hot pie. She's got her perfume line. She's got all her reality shows. She's got her cooking show on Netflix now. She's getting married finally. She's milking that cow. Like, she's got it going on. And she's actually started to expose more of herself, not be a character, but actually show more of herself. Like, she talked about all the abuse she suffered when they sent her off to them boarding schools that beat the shit out of them and all that. So, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like she's coming into a second renaissance. She had her time in the early 2000s, and then she went away for a bit and DJ'd on Ibiza for a while, and then she came back. I mean, maybe she never went away for some people, but it seems like she's come back into my radar. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jake. Thank you so much. Ooh, what are the crystals? Can we use crystals to get some wisdom? Sure can. Let's see what crystal we can use as inspiration for our earth medicine. I think we just have gotten this deck, and it's not very much used, and I don't know why, because it's so pretty. It's just so pretty. Oh yeah, Paris has so much music. I was surprised when I saw how much music Paris Hilton has put out. I mean, that's been a side project for a while. She's always been making music, and then, like I said, she's a DJ too. So I'm sure there's some video or audio of her doing her DJ thing. Okay, let's see. Back to the earth medicine, the crystals. Ooh, this one feels good. Ooh, garnet. What does that say? Ignite your passion. Garnet. Pretty. It's kind of a smoky yellow stone. I don't think it's super expensive. So maybe you can find a garnet necklace or a garnet bracelet or even just a hunk of garnet. And yeah, I think it's also red too. Like there's like a reddish one. I don't know. A lot of these stones, they have different color variations, but yeah, maybe garnet's more red. I can't remember. Anyway, garnet, that's what you should go for. And if you are in Austin, you can go to Nature's Treasures. I think they sell rough rock with garnet bits on it. Not 100% sure, but I think I've seen it there. If not, you can definitely buy some kind of polished one. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Gonna take me a sip. All right. Shall we have some more tea this evening before we get on out of here? We got 8 minutes left. If you do have a question, then please put it in the chat because I will answer that before tea. Oh, we got one from Summer. Will we be able to get home a little faster than last time we were together? Your choice. Well, because that was such a shit show, hopefully it won't be as terrible this time because we already paid the dues. But I feel like this is an answer that only the magic hate ball is qualified to give. So here we go. Let's see if she has something going on. Oh, it's upside down. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, it's upside down. It is certain. It is certain. Okay, I don't want to turn it because I feel like she's going to disappear on us. But if you can see that and read it upside down, I don't know if that's visible. It is certain. I think that's what it means. So yeah. Thank God. Last time was such a shit show. Good God. It's horrible. It was horrible. Oh my gosh. Okay, back to what I was doing. I was doing some tea. Oh, I got 6 minutes. I better make it hot. Hot tea. Okay. Oh, shit. Like I said, I do it up here. Okay. Universe says, oh, God, I knew the universe was going to make me talk about this. I didn't want to. The Astroworld Festival. That whole thing that happened with the Travis Scott concert, there were other people there, but it happened during his set. So, some folks apparently died, and a lot of them was young, and they died because they were crushed to death in this enormous crowd that was apparently poorly managed and also subject to, if you listen to conspiracy people, some satanic ritual vibes. So, I'm not 100% against this theory because there are definitely some things that were apparent about the thing before it even went south that were a little bit funny. So to get in, you had to walk through a kind of a skull head version of Travis Scott, his mouth open. And then the set itself had a lot of really interesting imagery. The way that the music was very like the vibration was there. And apparently he's also got this reputation, like people go to his shows and expect there to be some crazy shit happening. So it all built up and it turned into something of a terrible situation for hundreds of people. Hundreds of people were injured. Hundreds. We don't even know the full extent of the thing. All we know is that at the place, like confirmed according to the media, which tends to lie, 8 people died. Now, there are lots of conspiracy bloggers out there who have done deep dives on what this could possibly mean. It did happen on Guy Fawkes Day. If you remember the 5th of November, that's a bonfire night, Guy Fawkes night in England, where they burn effigies of the Guy Fawkes mask. But it's also, if you remember, V for Vendetta, which came out a long time ago, which is a dystopian film by the Wachowskis, Matrix, that also exposes a lot of things that could possibly have parallels to things that are happening now. So there's a whole lot going on there, just with the particular date that it happened. There's a lot of imagery with the Astro Worlds, the Astros in Houston, the Houston baseball team. They lost the World Series just there earlier in the week on Tuesday. Astro, the singer from UB40, passed away. So yeah, Astro has a whole lot of things going on with it. Aside from the potentially satanic, demonic imagery and frequency, there's also speculation that there was some kind of test of a weapon, some kind of thing happening in this crowd. We'll never know. All we know is that some folks lost their lives, and we hope that they rest in peace, and we're so sorry to hear it, really. We also know that lots and lots of folks were injured and possibly lost their lives later that we don't know about. All we know is this thing happened. It was in an auspicious date. The astrology was weird. Not weird, but it was intense that day. And it's dominated the news. Other things are in the news, but this particular thing has been very heavy in the news cycle. So there's a lot of manipulation happening with the information. It's one of those things that I don't want to call a psyop, but it might be a psyop. Yeah. So, yeah, lost to the Braves. Yeah, lost to the Braves. So that's my take on Astroworld. That's all I'm going to say about it. I've probably already said too much. If you are interested in exploring some of the things that I've seen some things about this, you can do your own research. I give you permission. I definitely give you permission. Yeah. So thank you, universe, once again, for making me talk about something controversial that someone is going to cancel me for later. Amen. Oh my gosh. GD, well, hello. Yes, you may ask a question, but you better do it fast because I'm not going to be here a whole lot longer. GD. Put your question and your oracle in the question. So ask your question. Tell me what oracle you want. I'll hang out there for just another minute or two to give you a chance to type that in while everyone else is horrified. Oh, there we go. I wanted to know what I can expect moving forward into 2022 between me and the Virgo GS. Okay. We're in very little contact to none at all currently. Thank you so much for taking my question. Any oracle is fine. Okay, well, I'm going to close it out then with the old traditional. I'm going to do the tarot because that's what I do. Thank you for piping in there, GD. Must be new to the show or new to the chat anyway. We appreciate you stopping by. Okay. Now, what is the situation between these two sets of initials? What is their situation? Okay. Ooh, the coins. Okay. So this is one of those cards that I have in here that represents an entire suit. The coins also is known as the pentacles. So if you have any contact with them, it is going to be on this kind of mundane level. It's going to be having to do with the nitty gritty of life, settling the situations, the debts, the things. Maybe there's some kind of property that needs to be divided that you will have to meet up over. Maybe there's a custody situation. So I would say if you are in touch, it's going to be on that kind of level. So it's not necessarily going to be something that's going to move the relationship back to a place where you might want it to go. It's just going to be tidying up the shit. So that is the answer for the universe. Also, I would say, regardless of how the situation is turning out, if you focus on those practical things when you're dealing with this person, if you have dealings with them, then you're not going to go astray. You're going to focus on the practical. You're not going to get bogged down in the emotional, and you're going to allow the situation to work out how it needs to work out. Because remember, we're all here to experience things and grow. And on our little journey, however it is, we go through things and things happen, and then we learn from that. Hopefully we learn. So don't be afraid to just keep the practical side on your table, and hopefully it will all work out. So yes. Okay. Taurus and Virgo. Well, Virgos tend to be a little bit more kind of picky and fastidious, maybe a little bit more naggy, whereas Taurus is a little bit more luxuriant. And I mean, they can be bullheaded too, but in the domestic situation, it could be that one person's a slob and the other person's a neat freak, and they just don't work out, or one's a saver, one's a spender, and they just can't find that middle. Anyway, thank y'all so much for stopping by this evening. I so appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I do this every week because this is feeding my soul, and I hope it's feeding yours. Now, if you have any kind of way to compensate me for this time and you would like to do so, then I would appreciate your donations, your tips, your offerings, however you want to quantify it. You can send those to arcieola, that's ARCIECOLA, either on PayPal or on Venmo. I do appreciate it if you can. If you cannot, that's okay too. I still love you. And I hope you will tune in next Wednesday at 9 p.m. here on the OraCola. Tell your friends, watch the show later, put it on in the background while you're cooking dinner, hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't, all them things. I love y'all, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.